rush, maybe look for a bit of mid control. But as they do make their way into cave now, got to be careful about how things do get played out here. They're going to need to be able to find these first picks, and Elon and Lack going to be able to find one each. Freiburg and Halzark will fall, brings it down to a 3 versus 5. The man advantage going the way of Entropiq, but Heap there to collect the heat. Will be able to find one on Crad. Looking for a little bit more, finds himself a second for Lack and brings it down to a 3 versus 3. An even retake now for the Dignitas squad. Let's see what they're going to be able to do here, as they don't have too much or any utility to speak of to work with as this retake does commence.
Yeah, this post-bomb looking really good. Lecro getting into the fray of things, and it's up to Nickelback and Elan here around Cave to land some shots, but nothing's landing yet. The bomb has been stuck, a pillar there to defend, and that has to be the defuse. Heap, lovely round coming out of him. A good 3K, headshots all round. Gimmicky things to eke out that advantage when need be.
Yeah, now push coming on through. Bit of confusion there, as like he does find one on the Halzark, but of course Freiburg there for the refrag, gonna be able to find himself a second as well. Brings it down to a 3 versus 4 man advantage, going the way of Dignitas. But the push still looking to come on through. They don't have this bomb site secured just yet. Players on all the flanks here for Dig, and things are getting ready to start. As Nickelback finds one, Forrester able to find the other, brings it down to a 2 versus 3. The advantage is lost for Dignitas, and just like that, Forrest last man standing in a 1 versus 3. Two of the players are rather low. Elon sitting at 69 HP. This is a doable retake, but it's rather risky to take as he is tagged down to 29, and the call to save will be made. Entropiq going to get away with the first round for themselves there in the second.
A good sound cues should come out of this, and they're going to head into this B side almost instantaneously. Just one defendant there. You might have to forfeit Freiburg. You have to do some big defense. Yeah, the Mackin is going to work out on the opening frag, but Forster does trade, and Heap's there for the defense, and Halzer comes in with an AWP. It's fallen apart for Entropiq.
Yeah, things looking good there for the side of Dignitas, but that pick coming off onto Heap gonna be a bit of a problem. Shots from the arms, gonna miss. Oh no, another time. Halzark eventually does clean it up. That's a bit unfortunate. That was awkward as Crad, now the last man standing, stuck in a 1 versus 3. Krieg in his hand, ice in his veins, but Halzark with a body shot to his name, and that will be the second round going to the way of Dignitas, as it does look like a 3-man peak's the name of the game. Shots come out, and Lecro gonna see the right angle of the wall, tries to get away, peeks behind, and Lackey gonna be able to find one. It's Halzark and Forrester do get some trades, bring it down to a 3 versus 4, swinging things in their favor, but Nickelback and Lackey still looking to keep things together. And oh dear God, down to a 2 versus 2. This is what you want to see. Halzark gonna be able to find one on Nickelback, leaving it all down to Elon. He's got the bomb and he's heading towards B.
Isolate that door, things could work out for Entropiq. As you can see, he's already heading towards Cave. Just to Halzark. Wait for your boy. Wait for Forrest. Tag team. The A1.
Oh, the A1S.
Clutch it, clutch it. Brilliantly done. Too early, and Lucky already in a good spot here. Lurking through the smoke. Good pop flash. He's going to take full control here. He has a 1 versus 1 versus Forrest, but he can't see him. Golem's in the mist.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate there as Forrest just catches him out unawares. That'd be Lackey already falling. Bringing that down to a 4 versus 5. And Elon will be able to find the refrag, though, back on to Forrest, as he did find his teammate. Nicely done. Lecro looking to take the fight with the Opera. Should be able to catch him out. Will be able to do it. Elon falls. Yeah, now taking down past 30. Shots coming out. Crad being caught out. And, tries to use a flash to try and get away. Like we're able to find out Forrester, and just like that, Nickelback last man standing 1 versus 3. We'll be able to find one there. AK ring out, but bomb in hand. Halzark, easy op shot for him.
He's added value elsewhere in those impact of kills he's been picking up the information, so I think it's just not looking too bad. It's a B rush that's down to Freiburg, the man we speak about right now. He gets doubled by Forrest and Crad. The flashbangs were good. Now it's down to Heat easing the burden, but no, Lucky delivers a swift headshot. The bomb shortly going to go down. Man advantage for Entropiq. Dignitas scurrying over towards this B side. They need to come together with a plan and coordinate the retake. They are stuck behind backlines. Utilities looking good. Lucky. Good AK headshot once again. Stepping up. And Electro does get the trade, but oh man, it's falling apart for them. He needs to land shots. Halzark a tag isn't good enough. He does so. He needs to land a few more. Both players in Entropiq sitting in cave. 2 versus 2. The double team comes through. It just seems like Entropiq are more coordinated in those important engagements.
That I'm not sure where it is. I don't know if they know that they have it, but they're going to be playing rather carefully just in case one of those rifles did get picked up. Lackey gonna be able to find one out.
Because right now, these entry frags are just getting them to start instantaneously, and that just forces the post plant, which you look at the CSI region, they're really good at just slowing down the retake and getting those coordinated duels that we saw, that 2 versus 2 towards the end, that double peak. They're really good in those situations, so you got to fight them in different territories.
As well, they're going to hear that movement. That should allow them to know, hey, we might want to swap over towards that A site. Only one man to hold that down. That's Lycro. And Heap being caught out there. Forrest getting caught out as well by Forrester. Just like that, it's all left to Halzerk and Lycro. Lycro looking to take the fight. Goes off the back off. Backpedals a little bit, but going to be able to find 2 strikes. Oh! Beautifully done. Just intuition coming out there. And just like that, Elon, last man standing, 1 versus 2. That was...
It's a 1 versus 1. He has to win in order for that to happen. Good utility usage. Just hoping Halzerk. What decision does he make? Does he want to beat the bomb plant? But he will be isolated, but no. That smoke, Elon, will be quite bad.
Yeah, now the plant coming on through from the side. Dignitas very cleanly. Forrest all the way in the back line, kind of pulling focus here from the CT. So be able to find him out. Nickelback good for that one. Brings it down to a 4 versus 4. The man advantage being traded back and forth and put back down to an equalizer as Heap does find one more at a Forrester. Lackey good for 1, Heap good for the other, and just like that, all down Lackey in a 1 versus 2, and he's having to find these 2 players, trying to play ring around the rosy with them. He's not sure where they are. Dodgy, but things were able to keep it together. And now the side of Dig just gonna be looking to try and put this 9th round on the board. They'll try and tie things up, but oh dear God, Lackey! What was that? Oh, just peeks out with a T250, finds them both. Just like this could be shut down as Zealand finds one more with a deagle. That's Halzerk done, dusted, Heap tagged down ever so low, and the shots from the USPS to collect the round, and niko for the side of Entropiq to deny the tied game to come up here from Dignitas. Advantage certainly going the way of Entropiq, but it's now time for Dignitas to try and fight back. They got the full buy round coming on through. AKs and AWP in hand. And the shots there through the smoke from Forrester going to be clean as Lycro does lose his head. Bringing it down to a 4 versus 5, but the equalizer going to be found out by Freiberg, and Lackey able to find one as well.
Yeah, we're trying to see a lot of players try to lurk into that middle area over there. The A side, I wouldn't say is vacant, but covered from a distance from Entropiq. Dignitas needs to just lay down some utility or land shots. Crowd takes out the AWP, and Lackey just stuck behind the smoke. Crowd doing most of the work for them. It's not Heap to recover. Niko back. Reels it in for Team Entropiq. It's drastic compared to Dignitas, the advanced positions, the crossfires, the angles that they're holding, really understanding the advantageous points. But there we go. They cause a bit of a nuisance. He's going to rotate over. It's only a matter of time before Entropiq smell what's happening and Heap. A lovely headshot, and that should be the insta-save. You can already see Entropiq opting to fight another day. Those 3 rifles are going to be quite important. 100% spot on over there. And finally, Dig pulling it back a little. They need to string 3 together, in my opinion, or just 2.
It's a huge mistake when it comes down to it. The flash, not going to be able to help with all too much. Attack does come out. Elon, got to be careful. Oh! Crowd able to find one with an HE, but Heap there for the refrag. Brings it down to a 3 versus 4. Crag gonna be able to find 1, but the trades are coming through, and Nickelback able to find one of his own as well. Freiberg gonna be able to get the refrag onto him with that Molotov, leaving it down to just Forrest and Lycro being done and dusted as he has found in the back. Leaves Forrest all alone. 1 versus 1 where Forrest is, but Forrest is not sure where he is either. Might be presenting his back to Forrest in just a moment, though. And yep, he will be. Oh, no! What's going on? Forrest missing the shots, making this kind of difficult for himself. Peeks out. The shots are coming through. No one connecting. And oh, no, Forrest missing an essential shot on the Lackey. Will collect the 14th round for Entropiq. Yeah, no. If Entropiq pull this one together, things could be really looking bad there for Dig. Their econ is there to buy them into the next round regardless, but Lackey showing up with the A1S saying, nah. We're looking to be done. Finds 2, leaves it down to a 3 versus 5. The men advantage going the way of Entropiq. And Heap looking to make his way through the smoke possibly. He needs to be careful of Forrester, because Forrester, MP9 in hand, looking to grind away, finds 1, but not 2. He does tons of damage to Halzerk, so he is tagged down on 27, but with that op in hand, still mean he's ready to activate and be ready to go.
Yeah, they're just taking so much time to get in there. The flash does come about, and it's the USB players just opening up some space for the A1s to trade, and Elan closes it out. And unfortunately, in the side of Dignitas, Lekro or Freiburg is one versus Nickelback if he doesn't get back, but he does have some cover, but the isolation doesn't really favor him. Here we go, the flash does come about, brilliantly done. So that's a trade. Collect all your pennies for your worth, lad. Halzek lose out that frag versus Ellen, and yeah, one by one like a domino set. They fall. Lekro, last man alive, no one to talk to, no one in team speak. It's just him. He woke up this morning wanting to make this world a better place, but not like this. That is the map closing. Entropiq pick it up. Their map won, in fact, too.
Sort of pissed around strategy we'll be seeing today.
Oh, the sheriff is in town, Mr. Nickelback. And Freiburg is setting up, and they're going to go straight into the upper, but Forrester cares not for their plans. Heap trays out eventually. Do they go into wards where Sheriff is holding? No, the Heap just takes him out, and that's... I felt like he knew exactly what Nickelback was thinking. Like he has to commit. What? He exercised precision in the bomb plant, and now he takes out...
No way!
Necro. If he got Freiburg, I would have just ate my hand.
It's been rather rough for them to work on when it came into this take. They did have some early numbers to put up, able to find 3, but no more, no less. That'll be just about it from them. Crad gets capped, and that will be the first round. Going to the T side of Dignitas.
To give them time on the T side to put more numbers on the board, but now they have every opportunity to do so, and so far so good. 4 versus 4. He perfectly right time, right place. He needs to watch from high ground. Crad does get the trade. In fact, the double, and that's the bomb down. That should be the rotations and the alarm bell singing through Crad. You know, doesn't know where the rest of the opponents are from. Forrest gets a nice trade, as well as Lekro on the outer side of the map. Oh, it's Elan. This is important. Oh, he puts himself in the open, so he needs to land the first kill here. No, he gets jiggled. He keeps getting jiggled, gets the first, but no! Lekro! He opens it up and closes it out. 4th round on the board. It got a bit dicey, but Entropiq, a dire prospect to look at, so we're going to see how they set up their defense. Forrester looking to get into Hutton. That's the aggression I was talking about. They needed to do something, and here it is, the double coming out of Lucky. He almost gets the third. No, the A1, not enough penetration through that metal wall. Elan picks up the pick. That AWP. Coordinated aggression is what I like to see. And like I mentioned it earlier, the synergy seems to favor them, but Crad. That was
getting away with murder there. Going to be able to find 1, but not 2. Halzark whips out the Tech 9. Going to be able to find 1 on a Nickelback. Leaves it down to a 1 versus 1. Now, Mr. Elan with the AWP. He's going to drop on down silently. His position not known. Ooh, he spotted him out. That's huge there for Halzark. It's a lot of information. Going to put down a smoke there. That's going to be a little bit of information. But the bomb, just gets in it. He's going to go ahead and get the plants nearly before the D does finish him off from Elan. Yeah, that worked out nicely for him to go ahead and get towards the site, but unfortunately for him, didn't have the bomb in his position, and it kind of messed him up there in the long run. Of course, Nickelback going to be able to swing there on the Lekro to find the initial. That's going to be that first pick for the side of Entropiq to try and get things going, but he's kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place. He needs someone to bail him out pretty quickly here. And Lucky going to be able to find 1. Nickelback finds 2 more, and just like that, the round done and dusted as Halzark, last man standing, Tech 9 in hand, would have to do this in a 1 versus 5. Finds out, collateral, but if he finds another, that would be legendary. But unfortunately for him, finds the collapse, but not the 3rd, and that will be the round. As they can to try and bring it back into a tame position if you are those CTs. Shots coming on through. The fight's not won there. Oh, a bit unfortunate as Heat finds 1 as well. Crad, don't find the refrag.
Dignitas is looking really clean on this T side. The utility is good. The movement around the map, Crad, he catches Halzek just jumping for info somewhat. Just comes down to positioning in the crossfires between the two. Forrest decides to jump onto Hut, some higher ground here. Yep, and an element of surprise, but Forrester reads it quite well. It's a 2 versus 3 at the moment. 2 players low HP on the side of Dignitas, trying to fight for survival, fight until that tooth and nail. Lekro! Huge with the HP he's sitting on. It leaves Crad needing to run for the hills. Crazy.
Captain to find 1. Nice. All right. Now, just going to be played out fairly slowly. Nickelback playing the advanced positioning. Not going to work out for him. Lekro does eliminate him.
Now it's just forced Forrester to try get the refrag back, and he's done so quite eloquently. Delivers a headshot into Heap. Wasn't really poised on his angle, was he jiggle peeking? Now it's down to Frag. He's a 2 versus 1 over here. Freiburg, brilliant opening frag there. Now Forrester gets the second of the round, almost a third. Forrest finishes them off. Forrester, I like it. It's going to be a bit of a tongue twister.
Yeah, a bit of a tongue twister coming on out as it is brought down to this 2 versus 3. Lycro in a nice position here to try and find one. Not aware. Oh, lucky. Gonna be too quick for him. Well, Flick on down to him. Takes him out there through the wall, or through the floor, rather. Now it's all down to this 2 versus 2. They're gonna go ahead and get this plant, or try to get the plant on this A side, but Forrester too quick. Gonna be able to find out the head of Elin. Now Lackey, last man standing, 5 HP. Not much to work with.
We need some heroics, if anything. Yeah, this low HP, I almost felt like he could have saved.
Him to pull away. That's going to work out nicely. He's going to turn his attention elsewhere. Now Lekro has the chance to make his way up and through fence towards the site. Shots from Forrest are going to be quick. Going to be able to find one. Forrest finds the other one. Brad and Forrest there for refrags, leaving it all to the man of Forrest, the man, the myth, legend. Needs to find himself 3 if they do want to convert, but Nickelback says no thank you. My name is Nickel. I have a back, and that is a 5th round for the side of Entropiq.
Was towards secret. More utility being laid. Elon needs to land the first shot here and rotate out. No, deleted by Heap. And that's going to give them access towards the lower side if they really want to go there. But Halzak has other decisions in mind. I think he did hear Nickelback go up, so they're going to try collapse him towards this A side on a split. Forrester does hold down Hut though, and I think that's an important one. Beautiful headshot there, and there we go. That's the collapse. And one more person sitting in towards Hut. That's Forrester. He needs to go big if they stand a chance in this round. He catches the bomb planter. No one was watching it. And it's just forced Heap to forfeit high ground and go get the bomb and get it down. And lucky, low HP, but it's possible.
And that could be his kryptonite. He doesn't have any retake smokes. He does have a flash to work with. So maybe find one. Ooh, turns the back at the wrong time. Good shots, Alva breaking down to a 1 versus 1, but the shot's going to clean it up. Dig to claim a 9.
Hot shots being displayed by both teams, and yeah, they're going to be wrapping around towards heaven. Forrest might be in a bit of a pickle here. Lecrody winning out his 1 versus 1 just to give them that man advantage, and yeah, shots being fired left, right, and center. Batman!
Alrighty then, that was quite nice. Good stuff out of Forrester to bring this down to a 2 versus 4, but Halzark and Co just looking to clean it up. Lackey last man standing. Needs to find himself a 1 versus 4, and that is not the start Entropiq really was hoping to have there on their T side, of course.
To try and make himself a bit of a nuisance there. They have forfeited ramps to give him some space, but he is here to task. He does have support, so it could be a bloodbath down here.
Yeah, no, that's worst case scenario there for the side of Entropiq, leaving it down to these last 3 members of Dignitas for a retake, and an A1S being picked up can really spell doom if you're not too careful. We got a bit of a mix of weaponry to try and work with when you are looking at the Dignitas side to get a retake before you start saying no thank you, and getting a second as well. And just like that, the other Forest going to need to back on off and look to save over the MP. Expecting a little bit less of a buy here with that weapon, but for the time being, it's going to be looking to maybe head over here towards ramp. That HE not going to catch enough out, but oh, never mind. Dealing the damage, gets 1 and 2 before he does go down. Just like that, the men advantage flipped in their direction. Shots coming up through, and Halzark not able to connect. Leaves it down to a 3 versus 3. The equalizer found, and the retake going to have to commence.
There's still some utility to work with just to clear this angle here. They're going to clear it dry. Lekra loses out. Almost felt like they needed a flash there to clear it out as a squad, as a team, but it's okay. Forrest is here to do his bidding. Wins that out.
Finds one, but I think it's 1 and done. I think the save call might be made here. Yeah, Freiburg being found out. That nade dealing some good damage, but Forrester already on the other side of the map. Going to be looking to bring over that M4 A1S into the next. And Entropiq pick up their 8th. Noticing 2 weapons from the previous round there. Those MAC-10s going to be returning into the round. But of course, it is M4 A1Ss in the server. Moss and the op looking to deal the damage. And oh, dear God, connecting shots, but not going to connect the frag. Halzark going to be able to find one. Going to back on off, though. Can't really afford to stay there.
they still need to bulk up the defense on that inner side because it's so hard to retake once you've lost it. So they're going to actually come down to the plan you have in the post. We saw the players locked into the side. Dig the heels in.
Yeah, they certainly do need to start to step things up as it is into dire straits for Dig if they're not careful. That HE dealing the damage on the Forest to find the frag, but Lekro there for the refrag as Scrad finds him back in the refrag. But of course, now down to a 3 versus 4, the man advantage going the way of Entropiq. Stands here, making his way towards vendings to maybe start engaging the players here in lobby. That could be looking good. Halzark thinking the same. The double ops doing the damage, finds one. The second op shot not going to connect though.
That sucks.
Even things out. The equalizer is found, and Freiburg going to swing things into their direction. And Nickelback spamming through, nearly finds out one, but it won't be enough to deal the damage. And this should be about it here for Entropiq, unless something does happen here. But nope, Freiburg find one, but not two. Nickelback gonna find one, but he is at 100 HP. Got a chance. Ooh, baits out the up shot. Not re-engaging with them. Wants to make it down vents. He's got himself the bomb. This has become doable now.
Definitely doable. Heap is going to chase straight after him through that door, and he knows both of them are coming to single. And Nickelback has work to do over here.
Oh.
Too much aggression, too much pace, and that's the run draw, man. Both teams finally on a bye of their own. It's kind of even Stevens, the scoreline. What they need to fight for. They're going to burst the upper side, but Freiburg finally coming through. CT-sided player.
Yeah, no, that's going to shut them down, shut them up. Entropiq now 2 versus 5. Elin and Forest with a lot of time on their hands. One of them going to fall down. The Forest cut down like a tree. The Forest are going to be eliminated there by Lekro. And now Heap to find Elin as well. Puts a 14th on the board for Dig. Now things looking possible to come to a close. No one is offering it up as time ticks down below 40 seconds. Things can become desperate for the Entropiq side.
Heap is in a spot of bother over here. He needs to get a double, and he does.
Heap.
He almost gets a third. The rotation I thought should have been in. No, Halsik just missing it by a microsecond, as well as that shot. Slither advantage, but Lekro anchoring down the lower side. He's gonna be
Lekro,
the danger man. He's almost put the nail in the cuff on his Elan to get the trade in the 1 versus 3. It is doable. The rotations aren't too far behind him.
Yeah, he's stuck in between a rock and a hard place, hiding behind silos, waiting for one of these C team members to make the push. But Dignitas winding down the time, finds him and the op, and that will be map point. Possibly looking at overtime right now. Entropiq have a great chance at now. They have Mac 10s. They have some rifles to work with in Forrester. Getting another one, swinging it back into their favor. The man advantage.
Just forcing Dignitas to sweat and simmer, and the unbeknown Heap starts to fend. CT side on the ladder. He misses the timing there. Heap. No,
oh, gosh.
It's gonna be overtime.
We're looking at overtime. It's all down to Lekro. Lekro would have to 1v5 this. This is looking impossible. They should know his position now. The initial op shot's a miss, and there we go. 15-15. Entropiq, keep it together. Take it to overtime.
He's doing his best. He's matching kind of Black with, I think, the highest frags. It's Lekro, in fact, 28, but he's doing his best to make a difference. Forest on the high ground. Nice movement from him. The bomber's actually dropped down the vent, and that's going to be side quite vulnerable. And Elan's going to be tasked to defend that squeaky. But at the same time, the lurks are perfect coming out of Entropiq from the outer side. Forest needs to reposition to 2 versus 3. But there's still a player lurking towards T lobby. Forest does understand that. He wants to find this kill before he goes for the retake, and there we go. Yeah. Does have a smoke to put down on the single door, finds that pick, and there we go. Opens up an opportunity, makes this retake a lot easier. Forrest is coming from the single door. He needs to win this frag. I'm afraid he does.
Oh, Dig.
Brilliant.
Nicely played there. Going to be able to win that in a 2 versus 3 retake. Able to find that one player up, lurking in lobby, and then able to go ahead. HP. Some good spam shots coming on through, but he will make it through. Now, Lackey not connecting his op shots. Needs to back off as quickly as he can. Nickelback gonna swing, be able to find one before he has this. One and done. Forrest get after that frag. Puts it down to a 4 versus 4 with the trade from Lekro. Gonna be there, able to find a Lackey. Elin good for a trade for one of his own. Good for a second. And just like that, things are starting to whittle down. Now it is just Forrest in a 1 versus 2. He's aware of one player. But
Just needs to seek out the other.
Not sure which side is coming from. Doesn't win the fight. Forrester to take it away. 17-17, tying it right back on up.
They're going to be double back towards that upper side. Freiburg has control of heaven, but they are aware of it. They have a nice setup just to defend if need be. 3 members in the trade comes in. Hulzik, Nickelback, one of their own. Forrester holding heaven. An off angle for Freiburg. Needs to deal with this play. The flashbang is good, but the defense from Grad. Oh, this angle, unbeknown to Dignitas, is going to be the demise and the doom of them.
Yeah, this could be it. Hulzik going down with 19-17. Entropiq go win that 2-0, but taking it to...